One of the best things you can do for your career as a woman is to ignore this well-meaning but useless career advice that too many people still give out. And as women, we still believe it, and it is costing you your leadership progression, your impact, your credibility, and ultimately your career. My name's Louise Thompson. I'm a leadership coach, and this is Take Your Seat, a series where I am giving you the cheat codes, the secrets, practical, pragmatic, effective, tailored advice if you are an ambitious senior woman at work. So what's this terrible advice? Well, it can be summed up in 6 words. Your work will speak for itself. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. But I know far too many of us, and if you're watching this, you've probably heard it too, have heard this advice, taken it to heart, and quietly sat down at our desks like a good little girl and just got our head down and got on with the work. We have worked harder and longer than any of our male colleagues, and then we've been surprised, disappointed, frustrated, and angry when the stretch opportunities, the promotions, and the leadership opportunities don't come our way. It's because the men are playing a different game. They're coming at it from a place of privilege that we just don't have as women. Your work doesn't speak for itself, so you need to use your voice to shape and share your value. When you believe that your work will speak for itself, you slowly but surely become the quietest, most invisible, hardest working person in the room. And that does not a board leader make. You need to be actively, intentionally, and proactively shaping your relationships with senior stakeholders and sharing your impact in terms of the outcomes that you are enabling or supporting for your organization. And outcomes are those key success factors that your company or organization, that your CEO has set as the goals that we need to reach if we're going to make this thing a success. Yours will be different depending on where you work, but you should know what they are. You should know specifically how your work and how your role ties to those outcomes. If you don't, that's the first problem, and that's where you need to start in making that connection. Because unless you can articulate to people confidently how your work is enabling the company to grow faster, to scale, to gain more customers, to be more successful, to manage risk, any of the things that the CEO is staying awake at night worrying about, then you will be overlooked forever. So I want you to start there. Follow along, because this series, Take Your Seat, is for you if you are a woman who is done being overlooked and ready to take some agency back and go for that leadership role you know you deserve.